So I'm in Reno, ready to help a single parent who desperately needs my help. So we better take a look.
Hi, we're the McKinney family. I'm Ashley McKinney. I am a single mom of 2 kids, Kayla, who's 6, and Kaden, who's 3. I am a bank teller and a full-time student.
Don't put it back in front of you. Do not laugh at him, Kayla. That's not funny.
Oh, boy.
Kaden is the most energetic kid I have ever met.
Ow! Stop it right now. Kaden, do not play in that.
He will kick, scream, throw things, hit.
Stop hitting me. You're hurting me, Kaden.
Look at this behaviour. Why is his mum not doing anything about this?
I've tried timeout. He'll just run back out.
Get down from there right now. You need to ask if you want something up there.
Kayla likes to be very defiant, doing unruly things to get my attention.
Do not go in that bathroom, Kayla. Unlock the door now. Kayla, you don't play with your food or hit me.
That should not be happening.
A lot of their behaviors make me feel very disrespected.
Do not spit on me. Get your hands out of the toilet.
Being a single mom is a full-time job in itself. The fact that I work and go to school on top of that, it's overload.
Okay, I'm going to do my homework. It's seriously way past your bedtime. Go get back in bed.
Most of the time at bedtime, I give in to get them to calm down. That way I can shift gears and do my homework.
It's too late. How are they getting enough sleep?
Supernanny, I'm a single mom. I'm working 18-hour days. I'm exhausted. I need your help.
Well, I'll be there as soon as possible. Hello.
Hi.
How are you, Joe Frost?
Good. I'm Ashley. Nice to meet you.
Hi. Nice to meet you. I'm Jojo.
Can you come say hi, Kaden?
I think he wants to show me his bottom instead. I couldn't have been really in the doorway for more than 5 minutes when Kaden started to kick off and behave extremely naughty.
You're gonna fall, Kaden. No, you're not gonna climb on the television. You're gonna fall out the window is what you're gonna do.
No, I'm not.
No, you need to not climb.
I can't.
No one's gonna play with you, Kaden, when you're being angry. We're not gonna play with you when you're like this. Play nice. Do not bite me. You don't bite, that hurts.
He bit her in her private area. It's just crazy.
You just bit me.
He's trying to bite you in your groin area.
Yeah. You don't bite. We're gonna go sit down.
I'm gonna pee my pants in.
Do not pee your pants. No, pee his pants. Don't pee your pants. You are in big trouble. It is not funny. I can't believe you did that, Kaden. That was really bad.
I mean, this little boy's behaviour is appalling, to say the least.
No biting. We do not bite.
I mean, you couldn't get any worse, really, than what's happening here.
Don't you want to go play? No, you don't bite.
Take a bath.
No, we're not going to take a bath.
After Mum cleaned up Kaden, I had a chance to speak to her. So the first time you started to notice that he was becoming more challenging was Harold. How old was he?
About 15 months he started just,
Yeah, okay.
acting out. But at about 3,
At the age of
beginning of
3.
this year, it just really started.
So at school, they'd noticed this behaviour?
Yeah, he was taken out of 2 schools.
Right, 2 schools for his aggressive behaviour?
Mm-hmm.
This is a young boy who's been kicked out of 2 schools, and he's only 3 years old. I mean, what kind of a future does Kaden have if somebody is not going to understand this picture and realise that they can change this for him?
In color picture.
Mum decided that she would leave Kaden alone and quietly colour with Kayla. However, Kaden decided he would not be ignored.
That's mine.
It's gone now. You do not hit people with your toys. That's a weapon.
Mum took away the toy, but she didn't put Kaden through any discipline, and as a result, he came back more aggressive.
You are pulling my hair out. Stop it right now. No, you have lost the toy. You are not playing with that toy. Are you tired? Why are you hurting me? Stop.
Because I want that back.
But you're not gonna get it back because you're hurting me.
This boy is so angry and aggressive with his behaviour that a warning is not going to be effective for him. He's going to need a one strike and you're out, which is a technique that's going to help him cool down first so we can diffuse all of this anger. We had been in the house for quite a while that afternoon, and so I suggested to Mum that it might be a nice idea if we just got some fresh air and took the kids out to a playground.
Right, grab my coat then.
However, we hadn't all got outside the front door before the kids had run down the stairs.
Kaden, stop.
Mum was hollering out at them to stop, and then Caden decided to run across the street.
Wait.
They're not listening to her, they don't respect her, they don't do anything that's asked of them.
Kaden, don't throw it. Kaden, don't pick up rocks. Put that down. Okay, we're done playing now because you could hit another kid with a rock. Kaden, come on.
No, I want to go home.
Kaden, there's the car right there.
How is Mum really feeling like she's managing these kids when they're just running off? But even once Mum got him inside, the safety latch is broken on the door. So he just ran out again. It's a really tough job for a lot of single parents to raise their families on their own, and discipline can be very challenging, and that's why I'm here, to help her.
I don't want that one. I don't want it like this, Mom.
Mum had prepared the children food and sat down with them, and out of the blue, Caden just threw food.
It's on your eyebrow.
Is it?
Mum was laughing at his behaviour. Really? I decided to go and talk to Caden to see if he's even aware of his behaviour and how that affects his mother.
You know, earlier on when you was eating at the table,
Yeah.
and you got your sandwich and you threw it at Mummy, do you think Mummy was happy or sad about that?
Mad.
You think she was mad? Right. Is that naughty behaviour or not naughty behaviour to throw your sandwich?
Naughty behavior.
How do you know it's naughty?
I know it's naughty because my mom was mad at me. So that's why.
Right. Was you happy when you threw the sandwich, or was you sad, or was you mad? Like, what was...
Sad.
You were sad when you threw the sandwich. What was you sad about?
I was sad about because my mom was being mean to me.
Oh.
This boy's behaviour is impulsive and he becomes very angry, but he does know the difference between right and wrong. I can't help but feel sorry for him. You know, who's helping this little boy so that he can learn to behave differently?
Put these shoes on so we can go to the gym.
No.
In the evening, Mum told me that she was picking up her friend to go into the gym where they were going to have a workout. This is something that Mum does most nights of the week.
We usually go from 6 to 8.
Yeah.
Kids Club closes at 8.
And I think I just stared at her face like, are you sure? But off they went.
Come on, Kate. No running, Kaden.
It's nice to be able to go to the gym. The kids can play, and I just need some time for myself.
So how long will they be in here now?
Usually about an hour we work out.
This is bath time now. This is the bedtime routine. And now you're going off down to the gym. And the kids are going to now be stirred up and riled up. I know that Mum gets really stressed out being a single parent, and so going to the gym helps her to release that and keep her fit. But at that time of the night, with your kids, keeping them up all hours. The fact is, Mum could get a DVD, get some weights to use in the house once these kids were in bed.
Kaden, Kayla!
By the time Mum finished working out in the gym, Caden was totally rolled up. And poor old Kayla, I mean, she was just bored stiff. I mean, let's face it, Kayla hasn't had any attention all day.
Does Mummy spend a lot of time having to chase Caden and be with Caden all the time? Do you get much time with Mummy? No?
Poop! I want to poop in your face right now.
Okay, come on.
We leave the gym and he's kicking off.
Buddy, not you.
Stop it right now. That's not funny.
Stop.
And no doubt, he's kicking off. He's hungry, he's tired, yet he's got second wind.
I think we've got trouble brewing when I get back home.
Kayla, do you want these ones? Kaden, look, don't hit your sister.
Back at home, Mum had to get 2 cranky kids ready for dinner and then bath time.
Kaden, stop it right now. Come on.
You're spraying too much.
Stop right now.
You're spraying too much.
It must have been around 9 o'clock before Mum even got the kids into their bedrooms. It's just too late.
It's mine. It's mine. It's
Do not hit
mine.
me. Do you know?
And then Kayla decided that she would get some of her mum's attention today by kicking off.
Kayla, get in your bed.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Kaden was acting out and she fed into it, and then they both ganged up on me. Stop.
No. Leave me alone. I got him.
Mum hadn't put anything in place to wind these kids down. No stories, no cuddles. I think she'd just run out of steam and she was like, just get to bed. Like, I'm over this, I'm done with this.
It's 9:30. This is the last time.
Turn that TV on.
I'm gonna turn it on and I'm going to shut the door.
So basically the TV's on and hopefully they fall asleep. That's your hope, right?
Yeah. Good thing I didn't stay long at the gym.
And Mum's laughing. Not funny.
You came home early from the gym tonight.
Right,
Had you have done your usual, your kids wouldn't have been in bed till like 20 to 11
right.
at the earliest.
Yeah.
Mum wasn't understanding the whole picture. I mean, this woman needs a routine. You just can't pick your kids up and run them around everywhere that's convenient for yourself and not have any consistent meal times or bedtimes.
So now you're going to do your studies for your degree,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Yeah. No. Kaden. No. No. Do not throw it. Do not hit me.
There's been so much aggression, so much. And if Mum doesn't get on board to change these circumstances for her children, then there's not going to be much hope for them.
Well, it is late and tomorrow morning we are going to need to sit down and have a family meeting because there's much to be discussed.
I've seen so much today. It's very clear for me what needs to be done in this house.
Hello.
Hi.
Let's talk about behaviour. It's appalling. When I walk into a house and I see children exhibit the kind of behaviour that I see Caden show, with his punching and biting and spitting, I know I'm looking at a child who's broke, who's screaming out for help, but you laugh. You laugh at that behaviour. It's not funny.
I guess if I'm laughing, I'm laughing at myself, like in disbelief, like, oh my God, did this really just happen? Are you kidding me right now?
Are you going to be the family that I switch on the television and see that another young boy is now stealing out of shops, is now battering his wife, is now inside and doing time? When are you going to stop laughing so that you can change it?
I realize that that's where I am now. I'm like, I've got to change it.
Let's talk about bedtime. Bedtime was a joke. The kids run hoops around you.
I guess I just accepted it. Eventually they'll go to sleep.
Your kids weren't listening to you. You put the telly on. It's lazy. What about you sitting down with your kids and reading them a bedtime story? What time do they get from you?
Not enough.
Nothing. You're there, but you're not giving them anything. I mean, what are you thinking?
I don't know.
Well, you're going to have to start thinking. The next thing I want to talk to you about is the safety in the home. We're seeing Caden running out of the house, and yet you don't have a lock that's secure.
Yeah, he broke it.
There's got to be some measure of safety where you start to realise I need to make sure that I've got locks. I've got to make sure that the house is secure of a night time. Don't you think it's a bit lazy that you haven't just put a lock on that door? I mean, it's your responsibility to look after your 2 children. Routine is major in this house because you don't have a game plan.
I've tried to set up routine. It just,
I'm not buying the word try, and I really cannot let you off the hook because you're a single parent raising 2 kids. you obviously think it's okay to be down the gym at 8 o'clock when really your kid should be in bed. What part of that's okay? I mean, how did you justify that to yourself? I'm curious.
You know, working all day long, if I don't go to the gym, I don't have the energy to keep up with them.
I understand that keeping healthy is an important part of you being able to give back. I understand that. But you have 2 children who need to have established sleep patterns.
Right.
I expect 100% of your focus, of your attention, and your intent to make change. So are you still on board?
Of course.
Okay, thank you.
I've seen this working mum raise her kids with no structure, so first port of business for me is putting in a routine that will help this family.
What does it say, Mummy?
The McKinney family routine.
A well-thought-out routine is going to give these kids daily stability, and certainly everybody's going to get some sleep.
What time ideally do you think that these kids should be in bed?
8 o'clock. This is our schedule. This is what we're gonna do every day. So that way the kids' needs are met and they're not always wondering what's gonna happen next.
After we'd finished doing the routine, Caden decided to pick up one of Mum's photo frames and throw it. And that was a perfect opportunity for me to kick in with a cool-down technique.
Eye contact, communication will be
Caden,
clear.
can you please not throw Mommy's things or spit at me? That's not okay.
I'm looking for your low-toned voice.
Caden, when you spit at Mommy...
You're not talking to him. Hold him straight.
Caden,
Contact first.
that's not okay to blow your nose.
Use a firmer voice. That's your conversational
Caden.
voice.
Caden, are you kidding me right now?
Wow. This kid just punched his mum in the nose. Caden is no way ready for the timeout technique. What we've got to do here is to first put in place a zero tolerance from Caden so that he knows this will not be accepted.
You will go to your room.
And needs to know that every time he is aggressive, Caden will be placed into his own room to calm down and then to come out and apologise for that behaviour.
And when you've calmed down, then you can come out of your room. Okay, walk out then.
A few minutes later, Caden came out as if nothing was wrong and Mum was acting the same.
What's going on here, Mum?
I have no idea. My nose hurts.
I don't care about your nose right now. You've got a young boy right now.
No! Get in the room.
The idea is to diffuse Caden's behaviour, not feed into it.
And tell him why.
Caden, you are not coming out of your room because you're hitting me, and you will not come out until you're done.
Okay, move out, Mum, move out.
It's what I call the one strike and you're out. You don't get any chances, you don't get any warnings.
We'll stay here until you're ready to be nice.
And then Caden got defiant and took his clothes off.
It was pretty frustrating to keep dragging him back and forth to his room. He was still testing me to see if I was for real or not.
The saga continues, he's coming out, and Mum's putting him back, but it's going to be important that she stays on track and follows through.
Eventually, we did see Caden calm down and he came out of his room.
When Caden came out with his clothes on, apologizing, it made me feel hopeful that this is gonna work as long as I stay consistent.
Hugs and kisses.
Thank you. It was the first sign of success.
He cut it, Mom! He's cutting it!
Because Caden's behaviour gets all of his mum's attention, Kayla decides that she'll behave that way to get some of it as well. The problem is she uses her brother as bait.
Give me my ball back, please. No. Give me my ball back, Mom.
What's happening? Why is he so angry? Hold on a minute.
Because I asked, please, can I have my ball? And he said no.
And then what did you do?
She smacked me.
This whole cycle has got out of hand. I mean, it's bad enough that Caden's kicking off and now Kayla is piping in. I need to just talk to Mum.
Every time she instigates and he's left there like this, as if he was the culprit, she needs to go into timeout. And what we will do is a proper timeout for her. So she will sit in a timeout for 6 minutes. Just here, all right, where she's going to sit down.
No.
You're going to explain why.
Come here.
You're going to explain why.
We're not gonna
And then you're going to walk away
Kayla didn't respond well at all to being put in timeout. She, kicked, was defiant, pitched a full-blown fit. You are going to sit here for 6 minutes for your behavior. Yes, you will.
She walks away, you'll bring her straight back here.
Every time you walk away, I will keep coming back and getting you.
No talking to her now, please. Just set the timer. As she moves, she'll come straight back there again for 6 minutes.
I was kind of skeptical. I was like, is this really gonna work?
Finally, Kayla stayed put for 6 minutes and Mum finished the timeout.
The 6 minutes is over and you are in timeout because of your behavior. I want you to apologize for your behavior right now.
Sorry for hitting Katie.
And what about your behavior towards me? That's unacceptable.
Sorry for breaking the rules and hitting you and running off.
Okay, can I have a hug?
Now we've established discipline that's different for each child, I can move forward with some more techniques.
Good follow through, Ashley.
But I don't know if Mum's on board. What's all this with the safety latch broken on the door so that Caden can just run out when he wants to?
Hayden, there's a car right there.
There are cupboards that have got cleaning chemicals in them that do need to be locked up. Mum really needs to get handy, let's face it.
Okay, there's your tools, literally.
Okay.
Strap them on.
I'm thinking, what am I supposed to do with this? This is what men are for.
Despite Mum's qualms, she did manage to put the safety latch on the door.
Voila.
I mean, common sense really, just to put a lock on that door. And then Mum had to put some safety locks on the cabinets, and you could see that she was just losing patience. I mean, she wasn't up for it at all.
How's it going?
I'm over this, because I'm gonna have to pay for this apartment if I put any more holes in it. I'm not getting my deposit back, that's for sure. I was just annoyed to have to put that stuff up. I mean, is this why I called it Supernanny? I couldn't really see the point.
Caden, what are you doing? Mum, you need to take care of that.
Yeah. Give me the stick and go to your room.
No. Come here first and explain to him why you have put these on the door and the importance of him listening.
I put these on the door so you don't go outside.
Eye contact, come down to his level and be really firm with him.
Stop. You will not bite me. Do you hear me? Stop right now.
Mum clearly wasn't up for doing any discipline. I mean, she was losing patience, so I decided to step in.
You do not bite your mother. You took the safety handle off the door. Now you will go straight to your room for that behaviour, right now.
After I placed Caden into his bedroom, I came back out to find out what was going on with Mum.
I feel like it's hopeless. It's pointless. He's never going to listen to me. No matter what I try, nothing worked.
But you didn't try nothing. You're expecting him to get it after a few tries and get it, when you've not even delivered 100%. You've only given him 50% and then you didn't follow through on anything.
Has she got mad?
Come here, I'm talking to you, Ashley.
Where are your clothes?
Excuse me.
Where are your clothes?
Excuse me, Ashley. Ashley, let's deal with that in a minute. I just ushered her into her bedroom. Out came the real Ashley, swearing like a sailor.
I don't get help from anybody. So anything I put my mind to, I get for my kids. They need shoes, I get them for them. Not their dad, not welfare. Anything I need or I want, I get myself.
Mum just doesn't seem committed to the hard work to change these kids' behaviour. And when I bluntly told her, oh, she didn't like it.
Come here, I'm talking to you, Ashley.
And she let off. I saw the most emotion I've ever seen from her, and the more I remained quiet, the more she talked.
I take pride in everything that I work hard for, and when my kids destroy it, it pisses me off. My friends say you should beat that kid, and he would stop. I'm not gonna beat my kid. But when he bites me, I want to beat his ass, and that's why I shut down. And that's my way of regaining control for a moment of myself.
Hello, Ashley. I'm Jo.
Hi.
Pleased to meet you. Because today, I feel it's the first time that I've really got to know you. This is the first day that really you've let me in. I applaud you for recognising that you are not going to be physical with him because it's abuse. But you need to hold rank in your home. Your children need consistency. Consistency is everything that brings you to success. It's what these kids need. They need to know that through thick and thin, you will be there. And it will change. So we can crack this and get out there and work.
No, I've met the real Ashley. I'm hoping we can get some work done. The next thing to deal with was the kids' bedtime. These kids are always riled up and they never want to sleep. Tonight, we're doing things differently.
I want to read it.
Okay, you can help me with the pages.
I wanted Mum to create a space where these kids could just wind down before bedtime. A place where she could just cuddle up with her children and read stories.
What does it say?
That was from, it says, to Kayla on your first birthday, love, Grandma Retta.
With Mum being more loving and more nurturing at bedtime, it's going to really help, and it's going to bring them closer together as a family as well.
And I haven't been reading enough with my kids. It was just like, wow, I need to do this every day.
Let's do that book again.
And then I needed to teach Mum how to keep these kids in bed so that everybody could get a good night's sleep.
We're going to do the stay in bed technique. When you've given the children a kiss goodnight, if they come out of their bedroom, you will tell them, it's bedtime, darling.
Let me go.
Okay, and you will take them back into their bedrooms. The second time they come out, you will say, bedtime. And the third time they come out, you'll say nothing. There'll be no communication and you'll place them back into their beds.
The 3 steps, I was just like, oh my God, is this gonna work? Because it seems so simple. I was kind of skeptical.
Come on, let's go get in our beds.
It's
bedtime.
down.
Come on, Kayla, we're gonna go get in your bed. Kayla, you're a big girl. Get in, I'm gonna tuck you in.
Sorry, Mommy. I don't want to go back to my room.
It's bedtime, Kaden.
But I have to go poop.
Bedtime.
I have to poop. I'm going to poop in my pants. I bet you guys would dead. Mama. Mama, are you not answering?
Caden came out of his room, and every time he did that, Mum went and got him and ushered him back into his own bed. And this continued for quite a while.
I'll be good. I'll never go in Kayla's room.
You are doing a fantastic job. You are pulling something out from somewhere.
Oh my God.
He's what?
He's asleep.
When I realized that both the kids were in bed, it was just like, oh my God, this really worked. It was like life-changing. That moment, I felt like things are definitely gonna change.
You did it, not me. You did it.
The fact that she nailed this was a big, big achievement for Mum, and she worked hard to get it.
I am going for several days. The stay in bed technique is required. If you have a moment where you can have that little time with Kayla, that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Maybe you're making bracelets or necklaces together. Discipline. Kayla has time out. But Caden right now has what?
Just to defuse the anger, go to his room.
So keep going.
Okay.
All right.
I'm worried about things going back to the old way, but I just have to remind myself that that's not something that I'm willing to do. I'm not gonna let my kids control my life anymore.
Good night.
Good night.
Ashley does have the tools, but I just hope that she's just going to hold it together so that we can make tracks in moving forward, slowly but surely.
Hello.
Hi.
I've been gone for several days, and yes, I am very anxious to see how Mum has fared whilst I've been gone. So I'm going to waste no time. Let's take a look at tone and discipline here.
Well, stay in here now until Kayla's done. Do not bite. Go to your room and do not come out. You do not hit the television. Do it again, and then you're done for the night. Do you understand me?
No.
Do not! That's it. Walk to my room. You are done. You hit that TV again, you will never play the Wii again. Ever.
When you lose it with Caden, it's like gasoline. Seriously, and that's what he's used to. When he misbehaves and he hits the television, that's a one strike and you're out, right?
Right.
Because if you turn around and you say to a child who's quite obstinate and you say, don't hit that television again, what do you think they do?
Hit the television again.
Correct. You tell me not to hit, I'm going to go and do exactly that. So what we need to think about is our choice of words. You're going to have to go into your room to cool down. One strike and you're out.
Right.
But to turn around and tell him not to do what you know he does, I could just go and do it again. You're writing a script for him. All right, so we're going to take a look at making Kayla time.
This is glue. Keep the glitter in the tray. Right?
Hey, we should make these for each other. But not right in the table. Aiden, you can't take those. Those were mine. He
Which
took
one?
mine.
Can you give those back to her and then me and you will find them ourselves? Thank you. This is a pretty cool idea, Kayla.
Did you get it?
Oh, yeah.
Got it.
That's really nice to see. What do we do to just continue to improve the relationship with you and Kayla? I mean, you're making time for her now.
To consistently make time for her and to make it a privilege for her to have the friend.
Correct.
And to follow the rules. And when she does that, she will get to be rewarded with those activities.
Yeah. What I noticed there was that Kayla come up to you and told you when Caden was trying to interfere, which is a big step because Kayla normally would have taken care of that herself and then you would have been prizing them apart. So let's move on to bedtime.
We're gonna get in our big boy bed.
No, I don't want to get in it.
Yep.
I don't want
Good night, Caden. Come on, Kayla. No, he's not allowed in here.
I want to go to my room. I don't want to
Good
get
night.
in my bed.
What have you taught yourself with this technique?
Consistency. And then the not talking part really works. The no communication, it's like, it's amazing. Love it.
You have to. You just have to do it.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Let's take a look at Kayla in timeout.
Okay, ready?
You did the one for me. Here, I want you to do mine.
No.
No,
No.
I want him to do mine. Stop.
We're taking our own turns, Kayla.
Ow.
Give me the controller.
No.
And now you kicked me. Go to your room. You will not kick me. Do not come out, and you're not playing the rest of the game. No, you made the choice. Now you stay in your room. And the rules aren't any different for you than your brother.
Really? Are they? Are they the same or are they different?
They're the same, but she should have a timeout.
I'm going to repeat back what you just said to me. They're the same, but Kayla should have a timeout. Did that make sense? Are they the same or not the same then?
They're not the same.
Completely not the same. Kayla's a timeout. She took the control and she started to sulk. And there and then you could have gone in and given her a warning. You need to behave yourself right now and give me back that control. And you saw that she didn't, you would then just straight execute timeout.
Timeout, right.
How do you feel?
I feel very hopeful, excited, committed.
So you should
Just
be.
seeing the changes, it's very positive.
So we're ready for some more work?
Ready?
Yeah? Okay, great. That's fantastic. From what I saw watching the DVD, Mum is still confused about the different types of discipline for Kayla and Caden. So I brought something in to help her. What I've got here for you, Ashley, is obviously the two kids and their different timeouts. Caden doesn't have a timeout. He has the cool down, but Kayla does have the timeout, okay?
When Joe brought in the magnet board, I thought it was awesome because it was a really clear, cut and dry reminder. So I have something to look at to remind myself to differentiate between the two different forms of discipline for each of them.
Don't cheat.
Kayla, you have your crayons. You have pink. Right now you're acting.
And later on in the afternoon, both kids gave Mum the opportunity to go ahead with that discipline. Kayla kicked off first.
That's not pink, it's purplish pink. That one doesn't work. Look.
Works just fine.
It's not pink, it's pink orange.
Right now, Kayla, you're acting a bit babyish.
Mum gave Kayla a proper warning.
Kayla, the attitude is going to go now.
And Kayla just looked away, didn't want to listen to any of it.
So are you going to lose the attitude?
And Mum kind of stumbled, and so I thought, I'm going to give her another example and I'm going to show her. Kayla, look at me, please, because I want to talk to you. If you do not look at me when I am talking to you, you will be going straight into timeout. I thought, oh, here we go. And I just dropped my tone of voice. I want you to stop this behaviour right now because it's not acceptable. And if you continue to behave this way, you will be going into timeout.
Hey.
So just enjoy what you're doing. She realised that she would end up in timeout if she didn't do as she was told. And we saw her just listen and take heed to what was being said.
Previously, her behavior would have gotten out of control, and I could definitely see that, you know, giving her the warning and giving her the opportunity to make the decision whether to change the behavior or not or go to timeout has been effective.
That's not safe. Get down from there.
I'm gonna stay right
No.
here. One.
And not long after Kayla kicked off, oh yeah, Caden did as well.
Please don't hit me, Kaden.
Oh, stay out.
No.
Mum knows that she has to diffuse Caden's temper with the cool-down technique. So just very calmly goes into his room.
When you calm down and you can come out and apologize.
Mum ushered him into his own bedroom and it soon became very quiet.
Kaden, you get down.
I don't want him. I'm just standing.
Okay, question. He said, no, I don't want to. I just turned around and walked out because I was like, oh my God, what do I do now?
I would ignore it.
Okay, that's what I did.
He's looking for a reaction.
And once he gets it, then it's over with. Yeah.
Mum left Caden alone and in his own time, he came around and he apologised.
Kaden, did you come out to apologize?
Sorry.
Thank you, Kaden. May I have a hug?
Come on, that's it. I've seen a change in Caden's temperament. So, you know, I think there are very subtle but good changes that are happening in this family. And I hope that Mum just holds on to those small changes that are happening because they are moving forward. Okay, who's going to give me a big kiss and a hug because it's time for me to go home? Okay, I'm going to kiss, and a big kiss.
I can definitely see that in the last couple weeks, both of my kids changed significantly. I mean, their behavior, their demeanor, their attitude, everything has changed for the better.
You do have the tools. You know what you need from here, and just keep going. How are you feeling?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm certainly saying goodbye to a young lady who's making smarter choices. Good to be here and help you, right?
Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Now I just hope she continues to pull out what she needs from herself to get the results that she has been seeing over the last couple of weeks with her family. Take care.